Love is an emotion within us, and the more we build it, the more we can give it to everyone else. In my world, when I named the book You're it was you're it, you are responsible for your own life, and I thought it was the perfect title for my book, because the book I wrote was to inspire the most out of each person, to be the most you can be. And my definition of You're it is you have one life to live, one limited time that we know about. There could be more, but we don't know. So in that one time we've got from the day we take our first breath to the day we take our last breath. And to me, that's self-responsible from birth to death, and to grow me into the best I can be. And I bought that idea as a very young person, and always make decisions to make me like me. Do you know you can get away from anybody else? You can divorce your husband, you can leave your parents eventually, you can get out of a classroom, but you can't get away from you. And I got that at a young age, and I thought, well, if I can't get away from me, I've always got to do things that make me like me. Then I had another awareness about the same time. I have zero sense of direction. I could go 22 miles south and not know it without a sign when I'm going north. Wouldn't know the difference. So I thought, you know, Mary Kay, if you get lost as easily as you do, you must never get off the path of your life. You may never find your way back. My heart would just beat as they were picking and picking and picking, and I was ignored, and I would always be the last. But I stayed in the game, even though I was the last one picked, and eventually I got to the point that the main person that had to like me was me, so I learned to really do a good job skipping home or being with myself or not step on a crack. And just became more and more of myself, friendly, nice, but not needy. I ended up becoming very popular throughout later in life, but first of all, I had to be my own best friend. If you don't like yourself, or if you have to be popular with other people and you give that part of you up that makes you the most you can be, it's the most expensive thing you can do. I've been tripped. What happened as a childhood was when I was tripped by the 18-year-olds when I was 10-year-olds, and it led to my major illness. You want to get up, of course. I mean, life is about living and not being crippled. Now, what happened after that fall, if you want me to tell you, nothing happened for about 2 or 3 months, and then the backaches started. They came, not every night, but the nights they came, I could not sleep. I was in so much pain. And I couldn't even wake anybody. It was only about 9 or 10, but what do? Wake the family when you can't sleep? So I'm alone with myself. Now, the reason I'm telling you that is because the fall, the being tripped, the pain, the tragedy, being the first person ever cured of osteomyelitis of the spine, upsetting my house, had a gift to it. I got to know me on a level because I had nowhere else to go, so I went to the higher powers, talked to the angels, so to speak, prayed, and grew through the pain. And I was such an optimist that though the pain would hit tonight, if it didn't come for 2 nights, I was sure it was gone forever. Isn't that great that I was that optimistic about it? So you have to get back up, but you have to do it on the path you're on and find the ways to do it. There's not just one answer, and often you're going to create an answer that's never been there before. But one thing about it, if you don't get back up, I could have easily, very easily, lived the rest of my life as a little crippled girl, an older crippled woman, taken care of. It would have been perfectly natural, or died, any one of those. And instead, the minute I got better, the minute the doctor saved my life, doing something that had never been done before, and one fall could kill me. He said to my mother, do not let her fall. One fall could kill her. Guess what I wanted first thing when I got home? Roller skates. And the second thing I wanted was a Shetland pony. I walked every day to the fairgrounds to feed my pony, which was like a 2-mile each way walk, and I began roller skating, and I have never lived a crippled life, even though one fall could have killed me.